Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. We're back here with the Bryant Park Hotel, and last episode we got the base sort of done. We'll do the little blocks in a different episode, but right now we're working on this first brown floor with the golden trim and everything, and last episode we finished by doing these toppers here, which I will say they do look better from a distance, but you know, you gotta do with what you got. So, this episode we're going to hopefully finish off the facade of this floor at least. So we're going to start by putting down these clay blocks. Okay, there we go. Now the area above these is just absolutely full of little blocks. So what we need to do is we need to start off by putting that down, and then we will make a line. Now, this is the point where I reiterate, this building in real life has a lot of gold on. Look it up, the Bryant Park Hotel. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's very, very gold. So we're not going to need that anymore. Well, we still do need that, actually. Just so you can't see through the top of the window. Alright, so then we pop out one. There we are. Okay, and then what we need to do is bring gold up all the way to the top and over like so, and then like this, just to, oh god, no, not there, not there, there we go, there we go. Okay, fill this in. Alright, and fill, there we go. Alright, so now what we need to do is we also need to add another rim up here, and then line. That sun is very blinding. Good thing it's not a real sun, or I'd be blind. Literally. There we go. Now, like I said, I do deviate sometimes from the actual design, just where I have to make it easier to actually build in Minecraft. So that looks a tiny bit different than it does in real life, but you know, what are you going to do? You can only make things so perfect. There we go. Down like that. Down like that. And we will fill this in. There we are. There we go. It's hard sometimes seeing little blocks, especially when you're doing the same color block onto. There we go. Okay, so now we go to copy mode. We'll copy the right side first. And then we'll copy the left side. There we go. Alright, so that's that part done. And what we also need to do in front of the windows is like a fence, like decorative iron bars. What I'm going to do, just for the sake of, oh god, not that. Just for the sake of saving myself a little, oh, you're going to attach to the windows, aren't you? Of course you are. What a surprise. Well, I was going to say, for the sake of saving time, I would just use a regular fence. But it's not going to do what I want it to do, so we're going to have to construct some fences. Of course. Hold on, I have to... Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. You will make mistakes like that, especially if you're using the wand. There we go. The wand can sometimes feel a bit unwieldy. Alright, now we're going to make this... this is not gold, this is... it's like green, actually? But, what do I want to make this out? I think I'll make this out of green, so it kind of looks like oxidized copper, which is what I usually like to make fences. I usually like the light green on here because it does look like oxidized copper, and if you've ever seen like the Woolworth building, the roof is green. It should be brown, but copper oxidizes over time. Same thing with the Statue of Liberty. That should also be brown, but you know, it's expensive to replace all of that copper, so they just leave it green. And also, it's kind of known for being green, so you wouldn't just go in and change that. I mean, it would be cool if they did, because it's supposed to be brown, you know, like fresh copper. But, you know, I'm sure the city has better things they need to spend their money on. Stupid stairs. God. Ugh. Sometimes you will misclick, and it's annoying. Alright, fence. Alright. Doot, 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 doot. Now I'm first going to build this fence and then see what it looks like. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. Whoops. Because in all honesty, oh, for God's sake, in all honesty, I would prefer the black fence. I didn't want to do this in black though, because it's like very thick, so I wanted to kind of add a bit of color to the face rather than just more darkness. Alright, now let me put the windows back behind it. I'm sure it will be okay. Is that alright? Yeah, that's probably okay. Let me copy it across and see what it looks like. Is that okay? Yeah, I think that's okay. Now I should also add the actual window behind it so it doesn't look. What am I gonna? Let me. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, I'm looking at a picture of it, and the middle three windows have a bit in the middle, like bricks that go up through these two in the middle, and then attached to the actual tower above it. So I think I'm going to do that. So, and I'll do that on all of them. They just won't go all the way to the top. They'll just go up to here. And like I said, yes, I deviate sometimes, but sometimes it looks better when I deviate. Okay. There we are. So, on this one, we'll go all the way down. Whoops, not there. Oh, not there either. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to destroy this bit. Oh, I can't destroy that bit because I need that to be there so I can copy it over again. I need to copy that bit. Whoops. What do you mean only available in creative mode? What am I in? I'm in creative mode. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's finish this off on the side. All the way down. All the way down. All the way. One more. Oh, no. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we will then put the bricks back. Put the glass back. There we go. We've got to divide in the window, so it's not just one straight window now. And then what we'll do is we're going to get another layer in front. It's much easier when you can just do it like that. There we are. Okay. Whoops, missed one. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now these two on the sides aren't going to look the same as they do in real life, obviously, because in real life they are just the one single window. Like I think I said that last time. They're just the one single window, but I had to do them double because it was a lot easier. And sometimes you have to simplify in Minecraft because you only have, even with little blocks, it's still very difficult to get real life details down. So we are now going to destroy all these. Don't ask why Inspector Gadget. I have no idea. Alright, and go into copy mode. And just do one at a time. There we are. Okay, and next. There, 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 there. Then these here. Okay, and then the next one. If you're building a lot of the same thing with little blocks, often it is just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, because building this over and over again is ridiculous sometimes. Especially if it's a lot of blocks that are going to be the same, it's so much easier to just copy, and that was why I was so happy when they added in the copy function originally. Alright, so we have those. Now the middle ones are going to be coming all the way through. There we are. There we go. Alright. That's looking pretty good in my opinion. I hope also in your opinion. Okay, so then what we have is we have to do the that bit again over there. So what we need is our block indented with the stairs. So let me copy the stairs quickly with this hammer. Alright, so we put our stair in. There we go. And this comes up, oops, behind. Here we are. Well, not all the way up there. Too far. There we go. And then just the regular up. There we go. Okay. And then we'll do another one here because we have this window. We'll have another stair. And actually, no, not a stair. Just no, yeah, it's a stair. Sometimes I'm very indecisive. Do we want a stair? Trying to figure out what would look the best in this situation. Yeah, we'll go with a stair. That's fine. Then we're gonna need the actual carpenter's blocks and the hammer. Can probably replace this grass block because we're not using it. There we are. Okay, and then we'll make these two into glass, which gives me an idea. So we're going to go over to these windows and smash these all up with an actual hammer. We're going to make them carpenter's blocks because when they're carpenter's blocks, they don't do the connected textures. Sometimes I want connected textures and sometimes I don't. For this specific building, I don't. But that's not a reason to turn connected textures off because they are very nice, especially for like bookshelves and things. And windows that are supposed to be, you know, human size, especially if you're building like a newer building. But for an older building like this, where it actually has windows that just open without a screen or anything, because who cares, you may want to use the carpenter's blocks because they retain their original texture, and then you get the actual cross that looks like they open. So that's the thing. There we go. Okay. And then we'll do that in a second. So let me copy over this. I can copy over the front. Oh, look at that. I was already in copy mode. What a surprise. Copy over the front to here. And then how many more is it? It's 2 more? Okay. I'm going to copy this as well to here. And then just kind of get rid of that. Here we are. And then just change this so it's over here on this side. There we go. Alright. There. And then we have to do the 2 up, which is up until the end of the gold. Okay. Oh, right. There's. I was like, is there a gold missing? Oh no, I did that myself. Whoops. There you go. Here we are. And then the same thing over here. Just for the front for now. And then we'll come back over here and copy the middle bit, which will come along with some gold that will Fix. Get out of here. You also get out of here. Now I would leave that lower layer of gold there, but the amount of little blocks can, increase quite quickly, and any extra ones are just going to drain on your system. So it's best to get rid of any ones that you don't need, even if that means destroying a block and then going in behind and deleting any ones that are not being seen on the outside. Because really they're just a facade. You don't want to have a bunch of extra ones of these because they don't really serve any other purpose. Alright, so if I look over here, the middle of this, where this window is kind of the same little crenellations that's right here in front of me, in front of where my cursor is. So just do that again, and as a strip over this window. So what I will do is I will get this here and that. So what I'm going to do is up to here, and then we will do this again up to here. Now it can be beneficial to just put a layer over this window so it's not see-through. And also, since I'm going to need to do crenellations at the top, this will also come in handy behind that because we're going to need to fill this up all the way. Okay, so then we will do a layer all the way up, because that's going to latch onto there. All the way up. All the way up. I would do this in brick, but because it's only half the size, I would have to do a carpenter's half block, and I wouldn't be able to put little blocks on that. So for the sake of the little blocks, I will just do it in the gray clay. Which really, it's not going to be much of a difference. In fact, it may actually be better because you have the differentiation in texture, and sometimes people really prefer when it's not all just one texture. So there we go. Okay, and then we have to fill this in and fill that in. Okay, and the 4 will obviously come back like so. And then go up to the front like so. There we are. Now, as you can probably tell, building these, especially complex ones, can take a very long time. If you're going to build something like this, I would not suggest doing it all in one sitting. I would suggest spacing it out, because it can be very, very tiring if you just keep doing it over a short period of time. If you try and build this whole thing in one sitting, it's going to take days. There we are. So that's this bit completed, which is, it's turning out very well. I'm happy with what we've got so far. So, not knowing how long this episode has trailed on for, I'm going to end this here, and then next time we'll continue with this half of this floor, which is no more simpler. In fact, it's probably exactly the same. So anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. My name is Johan Farley. If you liked the video and want to tell me anything I should build next, please let me know. But other than that, I will see you guys later.